Gen 2 is one of my absolute favorite Pokemon generations. I may have spent more time with this set of Pokemon than any other. So it's about time I rank them. But I wanted a second perspective, so I chose her. And we had some very strong opinions. So I've got my trusty... What Pokemon are you?
Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff.
I thought you were about to say Jinx.
J.
So, starting with Chikorita, she's cute.
She is cute.
What would you say about Chikorita?
Honestly, I'm getting like pick-me vibes a little bit. Maybe that's why I wouldn't consider her an A.
Just because of the little facial expression?
Yeah, I just...
No.
It's like...
Chikorita's so innocent.
That's what she wants you to think.
Chikorita's just a sweet little blob. I'm giving her a B.
She's not even really sassy. She just wants you to think she's sassy because it's cute.
Don't speak so badly about Chikorita.
I'm just saying she's cute, but it's like, okay, calm down.
I like Chikorita.
I like Chikorita too, but I think Chikorita likes Chikorita.
Chikorita is a kind soul. She doesn't have those kinds of thoughts.
I don't think Chikorita has a soul.
Bayleef is an
Boo.
A.
No.
Yes.
No.
Bayleef's got the leaf on the head, the little Animal Crossing style shaped leaf on the head.
Mm-mm.
That's the best part of her design. I don't see how you think that Bayleef isn't as good as Chikorita.
I feel like everyone in most of the entire known universe would understand what I'm saying.
People are going to hate on you in the comments on your Bayleef opinion. Bayleef is very loved.
I'm not saying that Bayleef isn't cute, but it's not cuter than Chikorita.
I think even the creators of Pokemon recognize that Bayleef is the best one because when they gave Ash his Chikorita, it evolved into Bayleef and never evolved past it.
Okay.
That's all you have to... All right. Meganium is a B.
No.
It's got a little more color in the design, but I do like the dinosaur-ish look.
A dinosaur. She's got a flower around her neck, a beautiful pink flower, and her little stemmy things on her face. You have Bayleef at an A and Chikorita and Meganium as a B.
Yeah, because Bayleef is better.
No.
Significantly.
Definitely.
They're all good, but...
No.
Cyndaquil.
A. S.
B.
S.
Cyndaquil is good.
Look at him.
I love Cyndaquil.
Look at him.
I think...
No, shh. Look at him. S.
Okay. Well, this isn't your tier list, so...
What am I here for?
You're here to judge me.
Okay, so I'm judging you because Cyndaquil is A at the least.
Quilava. Quilava is also a B. He's still cool, though I do like Cyndaquil better.
Look at him, though. He's like a little fuzzy ferret.
I do like him, but there's a fuzzy ferret on this list that I like a lot more.
Okay, here's if I had an opportunity to have one of these as a real life pet, I would take Cyndaquil or Quilava in a heartbeat. Bayleef?
I would probably choose Bayleef.
Look at his little hands, his little arms.
He's not as warm as Bayleef.
He's on fire.
he's emotionally...
Literally on fire.
Quilava is a little emotionally stunted, okay? Maybe he's just a bit introverted, but I like the warmth that Bayleef brings. Typhlosion.
Now, Typhlosion should be a B, but this is just, it's all messed up now because he shouldn't be on the same level as Cyndaquil or Quilava.
So maybe he's a C.
It's like he kind of let go of himself. Like he doesn't have as much fire, he's lost his color.
He's just standing at a different angle. Totodile. Totodile is in the running for my favorite starter ever. Yeah, he's an A. Though I don't think I've ever chosen Totodile as my starter. And the reason for that is because of Croconaw and Feraligatr.
Yeah, they get progressively worse. Croconaw's okay.
Feraligatr, I think, is better than Croconaw. You don't like Feraligatr?
No.
Why not?
He looks like something that crawls out of your toilet.
Where'd you get that from?
Look at him. I got it from looking at him.
Okay, Sentret. Sentret is going to be our first S tier.
You're kidding me.
I love Sentret and I can't hide it. I can't hide it.
He's cute, but we put Cyndaquil on B.
Sentret is like 3 animals in one. It's like a raccoon, flying squirrel, rabbit.
I can't get behind him being 2 tiers above Cyndaquil.
You're entitled to your opinion.
I know that I am.
I imagine you have different opinions on Furret.
I love Furret.
Where would you place Furret?
S tier.
It's a little high for me. I do like Furret a lot.
Look at him.
I'd love to have a Furret if I lived in a snowy cabin out in the woods.
Like he just curls up around your little toes.
Yeah.
Keeps you warm.
Furret is going in A.
Mm-hmm.
Hoothoot.
I personally relate to Hoothoot.
How so?
Look at the eyes. And like the one foot.
Uh-huh. Technically, Hoothoot has 2 feet, but you never see the other one.
One's always up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hops, like, back and forth. I like that he's got, like, clock hands as his eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really cool detail to me. Very satisfying design. And, they say that a sign of a good design is if you can look at its silhouette and tell what it is immediately. Hoothoot definitely has that.
Fair. I'd give him a B.
I'd agree. Noctowl isn't as cool.
I don't know. He's like a more classic cool. He's not a kooky cool, but he's pretty cool.
Sure, he's cool, but...
He's got all my eyebrows.
All Might?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Have no fear, students. Because I am here.
The thing is, Noctowl just kind of looks like an owl.
He's a bit more basic.
Yes.
I'd give him a C.
I'd agree. Ledyba. I've got kind of a soft spot for Ledyba.
Mm-mm.
For, like, this game's basic bug Pokemon, I really like it.
No.
I like it better than Caterpie, for sure.
What's going on with the feet?
He's got wiggly little legs. He's a ladybug.
I don't love the feet. They scare me. And how does his mouth open? Like, does his whole skull open up?
Yes, like a Muppet.
Don't like that either. That's terrifying.
I do like that. I think Ledyba is cute. And he's going in B tier. Ledian.
Nope.
I don't like Ledian as much.
This looks like ChatGPT made this, honestly. It looks
Really?
very plain.
I don't think so, but I don't like him as much as Ledyba. But I do think he's okay.
And there's nothing memorable about him.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't use one, but I think he's decent. He'll go in C.
C.
Yeah, Spinarak.
I like Spinarak.
He's got a very satisfying color scheme.
Mm-hmm. I like his melancholy butt.
Oh, that it's sad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think he uses that horn for?
For poking ya?
Fair.
Probably violence. I would say violence. Where do we put Spinarak? Now, the thing with Spinarak, I think, that makes me want to rate him lower is I feel he's got a bit of the Zubat effect going on.
What's that?
Where I've seen so many Spinaraks before.
That's not his fault.
True. For the design, I'll put him in B. Ariados, he's pretty good. He's not quite as good as Spinarak, but still, when you look at his color scheme separate to Spinarak, it's still pretty good. Okay. You obviously have nothing to contribute here. He's going in C.
I just contributed a lot.
He's going in C.
He should go in E easily.
Crobat.
I like Crobat.
Really?
It's not much of an improvement. Like, what does he just get an extra set of wings, basically?
Honestly, I think Crobat is a downgrade from Golbat.
I would agree with you, honestly.
Like,
But I still like him, though.
like his eyes are a little more interesting, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But what I love about Golbat is the giant gaping mouth
Yes.
that you could fit a human head into.
Yes.
Crobat, it doesn't have that appeal.
No, but he's got 2 sets of wings, and I do like that.
But look at the sets of wings. It's pathetic. Look at those tiny little things. Crobat is going to go in D. It's a disappointing evolution. It's not a bad design, but the fact that it's a downgrade from its previous one makes me want to rate it lower.
I really like Chinchou, though.
I like Chinchou too. I like the little button eyes.
I think a lot of Pokemon generations, they struggle with like the basic fish Pokemon and making them look interesting. This is one of the best, and maybe the best, kind of basic fish Pokemon in a Pokemon game. You know, Lanturn is kind of more obviously like a friendly anglerfish. And Chinchou, I feel like, is just an added creativity to that design. So Chinchou, I think, is going to go in B.
Okay.
Lanturn is going to go in C.
I have some questions about Lanturn. What's going on with the belly there?
This one may be pregnant.
Do you know what happens to female anglerfish
No.
when they find a mate?
Oh, do they eat them?
No. The male bites onto her and then just holds on until his whole body starts to like fuse into her and he wastes away until he's nothing but a pair of
These nuts.
So she just swims around with lumps on her. So I'm just saying, I want a closer look at what's happening there.
Pichu. You know, he's cute.
He's very cute.
Is he as good as Pikachu?
Well, no. But he's like the
Baby.
yes. You scoop him up, put him in your pocket.
That's what he was supposed to be. In fact, the next 3 Pokemon here is what those are. So Pichu, I feel like he gets a B. He's pretty good.
Fair.
And I love the Pichu bros. Cleffa.
I like Cleffa much better than I like Clefairy.
Really?
Yeah, it's the ears.
I'm not even like that big into Clefairy.
I'm not either, but I like Cleffa.
I think Cleffa is a D.
I think Cleffa is everything that Clefairy almost was.
No, come on. Cleffa's lame.
Cleffa's adorable.
Too basic. Too boring.
Clefairy is too basic and too boring. Like when you look at Clefairy, it's like you're missing one thing. Cleffa has it.
I disagree. I think Clefairy has a little more going on. I think Igglybuff is even worse.
Yeah, Igglybuff's atrocious.
Really?
Shouldn't exist.
I think what it comes down to is the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes are terrible.
The blood red eyes. And what's with the little swirl on its forehead?
Well, Jigglypuff has that, doesn't she?
No.
She doesn't?
It's just a random, it's like Jigglypuff took its marker and drew a swirl on its head while he was sleeping.
Oh, you're right. Maybe Jigglypuff doesn't like...
Doesn't like his own child?
Yeah.
You think Jigglypuff's an abusive mother?
No.
She is a pretty self-obsessed.
I think that she just realizes that this thing is fugly and wants to make known that she does not identify herself as related to this thing. This is, okay, so like this is the equivalent of when you find your baby pictures, like as a teenager, and you're like, this is disgusting, so you like burn them.
Igglybuff's going in E. I don't like hate it, but
I hate it.
I don't like anything about it.
So what's left but to hate it?
No, there are Pokemon that I actively hate. That's what the F tier is reserved for.
And I hate Igglybuff.
Togepi.
Togepi! On its own, I don't like it as much, but in the anime, you know, at first I was like, he's kind of useless. Like, why is he a part of the team? Because he does absolutely nothing. But what he does is be adorable.
I mean, talk about babies. I don't think you can blame him for being useless. He's barely cracked out of his shell.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, that was cute for a little while, but then he goes on and on and on, and he never grows up. And it's like, why are you here? But he's cute.
I think Togepi is like a C. Does that bug you? Does that bother
Yes,
you?
it bothers me.
It's not that cute. He's still got like the crust around his eyes.
Because he's a baby.
And I don't think babies are cute. Most babies are ugly.
Were you an ugly baby?
Probably. We all
Maybe
were.
you're just bitter.
I don't know what I looked like as a baby.
Look at you, you're right there.
You don't know that's me.
That's you.
Togetic.
Also cute, an improvement.
I like Togetic a lot better. A lot better than Togepi.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Togepi not come out of the shell? Because it seems like he just grows into the shell and it becomes a part of his body.
You know, that you have a decent point. Or maybe it's just that its skin underneath matches the markings of the shell on the outside.
No, because look at Togepi. We see his skin underneath.
Like, he's like fresh out of the womb. He's still got the blood on him. You know, his skin is a little discolored. I mean, it doesn't make sense that the egg would grow. I don't know.
Maybe Togetic isn't Togepi. Maybe the shell eats Togepi and like steals its essence of life. Like Togepi is still in there.
I think we're reaching here.
Togepi needs help.
In the end, Togetic is better. Maybe we put him in B. Not to. Be careful what you say.
I'll say whatever I darn well please. Thank you very much.
All right.
Here's what I have to say.
Say it.
He looks like he's gonna like tunnel into your car and not cause permanent damage, but just like unplug something so it doesn't start. And then he's gonna go stand over in the corner and just watch you. Like, you jerk. It really speaks to my inner troll. That's what it is. He looks like a troll. Like, he likes to troll people.
Okay. I picture Natu just kind of sitting silently on the top of a cactus.
Yes, but while he's doing that, he's watching you, like, sink into quicksand and not doing anything about it.
But let's talk about the color scheme. This is one of my favorite combinations of colors. Like, it's perfect.
Troll colors?
Troll colors? No, it's just the vibrant...
They're like troll colors.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Just look at him.
S tier.
Whoa. Okay.
Now Xatu.
Nope. Mm-mm.
What?
E.
What?
Mm-mm.
What?
Okay, so we had Natu, right? Little troll dude. He's a vibe. We like him. But then he goes and gets a body and he just starts thinking way too much of himself. Like, he looks like he looks down on you because you eat gluten.
Are you kidding? I look at Xatu and I see a wise, kind of mysterious entity.
Yeah, see, that's because you're weak-minded. You're falling for his little act. Like, he looks like he went on a retreat and he comes back and he's just absolutely insufferable now. He's like, make sure you get 5 minutes of sunrise light before you start your day and do a cold plunge or your skin will be ugly.
I don't appreciate you trying to defame one of my favorite Pokemon.
I'm sorry. Look at his feet.
This is my favorite one we've gone to so far.
Stupid.
We have to move on from Xatu. I love Xatu, and he's going in S tier, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Ah, Mareep.
Mareep is a cutie.
I love Mareep.
And Mareep helps you fall asleep.
And he charges your phone.
I suppose he could. Mareep, I'll give Mareep an A.
Okay.
I like Flaffy better.
No. Why is he pink?
Because it looks cool.
No.
Why is Mareep blue?
I don't know, but they should have stuck with it. Because I like him blue.
Each one of them are different. And I really like that.
I don't like that he's pink. I don't like the George Washington hair all of a sudden.
Oh, come on. Flaffy's an S tier.
God.
Actually, A tier. Same as Mareep.
Even that's a little strong, but okay.
Ampharos, though.
I love Ampharos.
Ampharos is an S tier. Yeah, I mean, there's no debating it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ampharos is one of the coolest electric type Pokemon that there is.
I agree.
Do we have anything else to say?
What is he's good.
He's cool.
He's cool. He's awesome.
We agree. When do we ever agree on an S tier?
Not so far yet.
All right.
First one.
Blossom is just okay. Meryl, also known as Pika-Blue.
What?
He was the first kind of Pikachu clone that they did.
I don't feel like it's fair to call him a clone. Similar, but not a clone.
I think so too. There's a lot more egregious Pikachu clones as we go on. Meryl is totally fine.
Yeah.
I like Meryl better than Pikachu.
Don't get carried away or anything here.
Meryl, I'd say, is a B.
You have the audacity to say you like him better than Pikachu, but he's a B?
I guess I did rank Pikachu an A last time, but I feel like I was going back on my values a little bit.
It's Pikachu. Come on.
Now, Azumarill,
Not a fan.
really? I like that he's egg-shaped.
I like it.
He's going an
I
A.
don't think I like him that much.
Sudowoodo!
I like him. He's
Love
cool.
him.
We just watched the anime episode with him.
We did. Honestly, probably my favorite Pokemon name ever.
Sudowoodo?
Yes. Not only is it catchy, it sounds cool, and it has a meaning.
I like that he has balls for fingers.
I do as well. You know me. You know I'm a fan of balls. You know me. Sudowoodo. I like that he's pseudo, fake, Wudo.
Can we go back to the balls comment? I just feel like that needs to be addressed.
What do you want me to say? I'm a fan of balls. It's like a comforting shape.
You find comfort in balls?
I do.
Okay.
And Sudowoodo has 6 of them. He's going in S tier.
That is a lot of balls.
I also love, he's just a cool guy.
I like the way he stands.
Yeah. I like the animation, the old animation better than the new one. The new one, he just stands completely still. Which I get what they're trying to do, is like referencing when Sudowoodo, if you don't know, was like the Generation 2 version of Snorlax. Where he would be blocking your path. And you'd have to get an item or an HM to be able to get past him. And the newer animation is based on that, how he stands still and acts like he's a tree. But what I like in Colosseum is he's one of Mirror B's Pokemon, and he's always doing this like dance.
I think I've seen that before when you were playing it.
In the running for my favorite Pokemon, honestly.
Fair. You talk about him quite a bit.
Probably top 5. Politoed. What's your opinion on Politoed?
You know, at first, I'm like, but then I take a minute and I look at him and I'm like, I like him.
I like Politoed too.
He's cool.
I think there's a little something missing. And
Or even something extra, maybe. I feel like something different with a little head curl.
Yeah, I'm not big on the head curl.
Yeah, but he's cute. I like him.
Yeah.
If I found him outside, I'd bring him home in my pocket and put him in a little jar.
Generally, I think Politoed's pretty cool.
I like him.
I'll give him an A. Hoppip.
I hate Hoppip.
Seriously.
I hate him.
Hate?
Hate.
Why? Let's
Hate.
explain yourself.
He's Pepto Pink. The leaves on his head are so, like, stupid. Like, they're not, like, real leaves.
It's like a turnip.
Hold on, let me finish. Okay, the ears, what's going on with the ears? Where do those lead to? Emptiness? I don't like his ears. His ears are weird. Why does he have a tail? Doesn't seem like he should have a tail. His eyes? What's happening with his eyes? He's got yellow glowing eyes? What? He looks soulless and possessed at the same time.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hoppip is pure joy.
No, look. That thing is a government drone.
No. Hoppip is a sweet, happy little vegetation creature that floats through the air on the winds and just goes wherever the wind takes him. Hoppip is going in S tier.
When the Hoppip like comes out of the ground, it goes, Bluetooth is connected.
Skiploom. I like Skiploom a lot.
He's so plain. I don't like the Pokemon that have like weird colored eyes. Hoppip's yellow eyes. I don't like these weird red eyes. And he's just like weird green blob with a flower on his head.
I think it depends. For the Hoppip line, it works for me. I think a big part of it is the color scheme.
They're boring.
What's boring about this? This is a unique creature. There's no creature in the world that looks like this.
Yeah, that's good.
No, I would want this creature to exist. I love Skiploom. He's like a little frog. Look at his mouth.
Yeah, what? He's a frog, but he's got elephant ears?
You just don't like things that are different.
No, I don't like Skiploom.
That's how discrimination starts. You have to accept those who look different from you.
I don't, actually.
Wow. Skiploom goes in A tier.
Lord. Above Cyndaquil?
Yes.
God.
Jumpluff is a downgrade. I don't like Jumpluff quite as much.
Now, if I kick them in his little fuzzy balls, will they explode like a dandelion? Because that is a plus.
I haven't seen that happen. See, Apom is the best monkey ever.
In Pokemon?
Ever. I think he's my favorite monkey.
I'm not going to fight you on that.
You know what,
He's got a hand for tail. He's got a hand on his tail.
And that's cool.
That is cool.
He's so cool.
I even like him more than the orangutan.
Oh, the... I don't know. I like that orangutan's vibe,
I really like him, but
but I can't.
yeah. We're talking monkeys. I don't like a lot of monkeys,
You don't.
but I like this monkey.
He's cool.
Okay, so I'm putting Apom in S tier.
I think I called him Ambipom.
That's fine.
Okay.
They'll just roast you in the comments.
I just...
Sunkern, I'm one of the weakest
Boo.
in Gen 2.
Stupid. Ugly.
I mean, I don't think he's that bad, but
The stripes are stupid.
The
His
stripes
eyes
are weird.
Stupid.
I guess he's supposed to be like a sunflower seed.
How does he move?
He floats in the air. His leaf is like one of those plants that like falls.
No.
Which
Don't like it.
I do like that.
Don't like it.
I think Sunkern is going in C. Okay, Sunflora.
I know you love Sunflora.
Sunflora is a ray of sunshine.
I'm not a huge fan, but
Can you see the appeal?
yeah. He's a little basic, I feel like.
Sure, but that's part of why I like him. And his plant body, I think, is fun. Why are you looking at me like that? I like Sunflora's plant body.
Okay.
Sunflora's going in S tier.
Whoa. Okay. You really like his plant body.
That's not the only part of him I like. It's mostly the happy vibes he gives off.
He does have happy vibes.
Yanma is a really cool one.
There's not much to him. I mean, he's cool though.
And a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon are kind of simple.
Yeah. But I like that.
Yeah. And the colors, like all the Gen 2 color schemes, it's just really good.
Cool.
Yanma is another S tier.
Whoa. Okay.
There's going to be a lot of Gen 2 S tiers.
Sure. I'm not sure I would say that he should be ranking above, again, Cyndaquil, Chikorita, Totodile.
I could see my bias for
Yeah.
Yanma, right?
A little bit.
I could see it. But it doesn't make me feel any
Hoppip
differently.
was an S tier.
Yep.
That's bothering me.
Wooper.
Love Wooper.
Wooper's great.
He's an S tier.
Wooper is a cute little axolotl, and I like that his name, Wooper, he was called that because in Japan, common name for axolotl pets is Wooper.
So it's like Fido.
Yeah,
Cool.
for axolotls.
Everyone has axolotl pets in Japan.
More than here.
I want an axolotl,
Yeah,
and I would name him Wooper.
yeah. So Wooper, I will agree, S tier.
Okay.
And Quagsire,
We lose it. We lose the magic. We lost it a little bit.
a little, but he's still
cool.
Yeah, he's still good.
Yeah.
I also like that he's based on a Japanese giant salamander.
Is he?
Yeah,
Cool.
but he's again just a friendly guy. Mm-hmm. I like him a lot.
I like him.
I think he'll go in A.
Okay.
Now Espeon,
I love Espeon.
Espeon and Umbreon. We can talk about both of them. Which one do you like better?
We can talk about them separately, actually, because I like both of them.
Excuse me.
They're both amazing.
Excuse me.
Okay, so let's start with Espeon.
All right, Espeon.
Beautiful. I want it. I want it in my house. I would trade my current cat for an Espeon in a heartbeat.
Who wouldn't? Our cat sucks.
I love my cat.
Espeon is my favorite evolution. Very serene.
Elegant.
Very elegant.
Classy.
Yeah. Yes.
Timeless.
I would almost put Espeon in S tier.
It should be an S tier, for sure.
And this one, for nostalgia's sake, is going to go in S tier.
Okay.
Because I grew up playing Pokemon Colosseum, and Espeon and Umbreon were the starters in that game.
That I really like. That's really cool.
Yes, that's one of the coolest starters in any Pokemon game.
I picked Umbreon when I played.
You don't pick them.
I thought I did. Do you catch them?
Fake fan.
I'm not a fake fan. I remember that I wanted Umbreon and I got Umbreon.
You start with them both.
Oh, maybe I just didn't play with. Maybe I only played with Umbreon or something.
Well, you may have done what I did, which is I kept Espeon on my team for a long time, and I kind of ditched Umbreon.
Okay, that's probably what it was. I just remember that I almost only used Umbreon.
All right, Umbreon is gonna go in B tier.
No, A at least. He's so cool.
He is cool. You know what? I'll give him an A tier.
Thank you.
I like Umbreon.
I mean, what could be better about him?
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite dark types. Murkrow.
He's cool. He's okay.
I like him. I feel like he's probably missing a little something.
Yeah. But at the same time, he could be more boring. But he's not.
Like, he's not just a crow. I like that he's not just a crow.
Yeah.
I think he's probably B tier for me. Slowking. You don't like Slowking? Why not? Explain yourself.
He should have been done with Slowbro.
I like the idea that Slowpoke can evolve into something that has enhanced intelligence.
Yeah, like, keep him dumb.
I mean, I get that too. I like that Slowpoke is dumb.
That's what makes him lovable. He's just a dumb little blob.
Sure, but I think it's funny that they made one that is more intelligent than humans.
I'd put him D easily.
D?
D.
That's egregious. I'm putting him in A.
Whoa.
Misdreavus.
F.
F?
F.
Yeah, people are not going to like this.
I am not here to be liked.
I'm not either, but I'm just saying. I think Misdreavus is okay. I think the worst thing about Misdreavus is its name. It's a little difficult to say. I'm putting Misdreavus in C.
Okay.
Unknown. I love Unknown. It's one of my favorites.
You do love Unknown.
I use Unknown for a lot of things.
I love Unknown having all the different cards.
Yes, I like to collect. In my Pokemon binder, I have pages for one for every Unknown. I like that they're letters. It's nice to have as somebody who likes to make things. I can just spell things with Unknown. What is sad about Unknown is that they're practically useless in the games. I want to be able to use Unknown, and it makes it difficult. Like, I've spent hours grinding in my HeartGold with an Unknown D.
What did you name it?
Full D, as in going full D.
Well, did he?
Did he?
Did he?
No, he did not.
He didn't go full D?
No. Watch it. No, he's like my highest level Pokemon in that game. And
so he went full D?
No, because he still gets one shot. His attacks do nothing because all he has is hidden power.
Yeah.
A water type hidden power.
Yeah. That's
So
kind of sad.
Nonetheless, he's going in S.
Fair enough. They are very cool.
Wobbuffet.
What's going on with the tail?
It's a mystery. No one knows.
No one knows?
To keep its pitch black tail hidden, it lives quietly in the darkness.
Is the tail sentient?
I think so. But Diamond and Pearl ups the ante, says it desperately tries to keep its black tail hidden. It is said to be proof the tail hides a secret. So, Wobbuffet has some mystery, some intrigue. I also like that Wobbuffet is like a punching bag, and that all of his moves are mostly defensive and countering. Wobbuffet's an S tier. Easy. Girafarig.
S tier.
S tier.
It's pretty great.
Undebated.
Very weird,
I love Girafarig.
but very cool.
The only thing that would make me like Girafarig more is if they had gone with the preliminary designs for Girafarig, which is another black Girafarig coming off instead of the tail. Its name is a palindrome, and that's why I would have loved if it was just the preliminary design, because that would make so much sense.
Yeah.
But in any case, I still love Girafarig.
I do too. He's cool.
Pineco,
Terrible.
average.
Terrible.
It's just kind of a blue pine cone.
It looks like a 4-year-old made it. What if a pine cone had eyeballs? But this wasn't made by a 4-year-old. It was made by a grown adult human being who showed up to some meeting today and was like, this is my idea. This is what you're proud of. This is your contribution.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I just think he's average. C. Forretress is a little better, a little cooler.
Is it?
I don't know what Forretress is supposed to be. He can close this and become a ball. He's a very high defense Pokemon. The more I look at Forretress, the less I know what it is, but that's what I love about Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I think he's going in B. Okay, what do you think of Dunsparce?
I know how much you like Dunsparce. I personally can't say that I see the appeal at all.
He's based on a mythical snake.
Looks like something like when they tell you that there's like bugs that live on your face.
I think he's cool though. I'm not a Dunsparce stan. I mean, I like Dunsparce, and I group it together with, you know, the large group of Gen 2 Pokemon that I really like, but...
So where are you gonna rank him?
A.
Yeah, see, you like him.
But he's not an S.
But I would give him a D.
Next up, Gligar.
I like Gligar.
Me too.
Gligar's very cool.
Just all of these Pokemon with the colors. Mm-hmm. It's just perfect. Mm-hmm. Gligar's going an S.
Okay.
I don't know if I have much else to say. He's just cool.
Steelix!
How do you feel about Steelix as an evolution of Onix?
It makes sense, and I like it.
I feel like Onix was always a Pokemon I thought that doesn't really need an evolution.
Mm-hmm. I like Onix better.
I feel like maybe if Steelix had some horns on his head, I think I would like that better. But Steelix is still pretty good. He's
pretty great.
He's gonna go C. Snubbull. You don't like Snubbull?
I hate Snubbull so much. This might be my least favorite one so far.
Like in Pokemon ever?
Yeah. I hate what he represents in real life as well.
What, a snooty little dog?
An abomination of an animal. And then what is he wearing? Like his grandma's nightgown?
I think Snubbull is alright. I think he gets a B. I kind of like him. I like Granbull better though.
No.
I think he'll go in A. He's pretty good. I like him. Quillfish is a beautiful being.
I love Quillfish.
I love him.
He's very cool.
Yes. S tier. Scizor. What do you think of him as an evolution to Scyther?
I like it. I like Scyther better, but it's not disappointing. It makes sense.
I like that it changes color.
Yeah.
I like when Pokemon does that.
Yeah.
I think Scizor is going in B?
Fair. I'd agree with that.
Shuckle.
I do love Shuckle.
I love me a Shuckle. I think he's some kind of worm on the inside. He's a bug type, which is fun. His shell looks like the kind of thing like you would find in a tide pool. And you'd be like, what is that?
And then he pops out like, what?
You poke a stick at it and it like starts squirting water at you and his little head comes out. Shuckle is an S tier. What I also love about Shuckle is he has like a higher defense than any other Pokemon, which is just beautiful.
I agree.
I love that. Heracross. I think he's a B. I don't know how I feel about Sneasel. I kind of like him, but at the same time, there's a part of him I don't like.
I find him repulsive.
I think Sneasel's gonna go in B. Teddy Ursa is a cutie. He's just a little teddy bear.
Kind of average. I'd give him a C, honestly.
I could understand that. I'm putting him a little higher. I think I'm gonna put him in B.
Okay.
Ursaring, though, is a little cooler.
Ursaring I love.
Ursaring's cool.
Yeah.
Again, he is pretty much just a bear.
But I don't know. I don't know why, but he's cooler.
He's a powerful bear.
I want to hang out with him.
You'd be scared to see an Ursaring.
Oh, definitely. Those claws?
He's going in A tier. Slugma.
I love Slugma.
I like Slugma, but I feel like Slugma walked so Magcargo could run.
Absolutely. Yeah. But they're both awesome.
Yeah. Slugma would go in A tier.
Cargo's an S tier.
Yes, Magcargo's an S tier.
Absolutely.
And Magcargo was one of my day ones. He was one of my boys in Pokemon Colosseum. He was the go-to fire type. And he carried. He really carried. And a very creative design. Swinub is a little nub.
Looks like a toupee.
I'm not that into Swinub, honestly. There's not much going on.
There's nothing going on. He's not even awake.
Piloswine.
No.
We already talked about it.
Don't like him.
A tier.
Ugh.
I really like Piloswine.
Why?
I love that he has a lump.
He is a lump.
So I like him.
It's a lump with ears.
Also, I love when you can see his eyes.
You gonna put that thing in a battle for you? What can he do?
He's an ice type. That thing can learn Ice Beam.
I say, turn him into a coat.
You're evil. You're evil.
Corsola's adorable.
Yeah. I really like Corsola. I don't have much to say. Corsola's an S tier. Remoraid.
Meh.
Agreed. Meh.
See?
I feel like it's lost potential. Because if you look at the preliminary designs for both Remoraid and Octillery, Remoraid is supposed to be pretty much a fish shaped like a gun. And then you evolve into Octillery and he's a tank.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, I understand why they didn't do that.
Because you don't want to give children gunfish.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it would have been cooler if they had.
I feel like the children could have handled it.
I do too. But Remoraid's going in D.
Yeah.
But Octillery is
S tier.
still really cool.
I love Octillery.
Even though he's just pretty much an octopus, he's a very cool octopus.
Very cool.
S tier. Delibird, what do you think?
I don't know. I want to like him, but I don't.
It may be my favorite ice type. It was probably between him and Mamoswine.
Your favorite in Gen 2?
No, ever. There aren't a lot of ice types.
But your favorite?
Look at the S tier up here. And he's joining it, by the way.
Oh boy.
What did you think I would think of Delibird? He's awesome.
That's strong language.
Mantine.
I like Mantine.
Me too.
S tier.
I think it's fun that he has a Remoraid on his arm.
He just looks happy.
Yeah, which a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon do. And that's a big part of why I like so many of them. Is because they're just kind of existing.
Yeah.
And just
but, like,
kind
happily,
of
you know?
resting happily, yeah.
Yeah.
Mantine. Also very fun that he is a flying type. Skarmory.
I didn't know that I liked Skarmory until I got one of his nice cards. And the art was pretty fire.
I'm not big on Skarmory, but I see the appeal. It's just a bird made of metal.
Yeah, but like look at his wings.
Yeah, I could see it. I think Skarmory, for me, is probably going in B.
I didn't give him an A, but fair.
If you're combining flying and steel type, Skarmory is like the perfect thing to do.
I agree.
I'm not big into Houndour either.
I like Houndour, but he's a dog, so I like him. He's not weird. He's not overly dramatic. He's no Arcanine.
I think he's very middle of the road, very average. I think he's going in C.
He's cool, man.
Houndoom gets a little better.
I don't like him as much.
I mean, I get the inspiration.
I would have liked him more if he'd stayed thick like Houndour. I don't like that he gets skinny.
He's kind of like a Doberman.
Kinda.
I think he's also just kind of okay. It's not really my thing, so he's going in C also. What do you think of Kingdra?
I love Kingdra.
More than Seadra. I feel like it's a little bit of a downgrade from Seadra.
I don't know about that. I think I just like the simpler ones. Just in general, I always like the originals of stuff better. Like if I've liked the original, I tend to not like the new stuff. Just in general.
This isn't far off. I think he's decent. I think also probably just a C tier for me though.
I would have given him at least a B.
Fampy. I like Fampy.
But I like Fampy too. He's an S tier for sure. Look at those little ears.
I think Fampy and Donphan are my favorite elephant Pokemon. I don't think they've really done better.
I love Fampy. I'd give Fampy an S tier, and Donphan would be an A, maybe. Just because Donphan isn't as cute, but he's very cool.
But yeah, I think both of them are going to get an A for me.
Okay.
Like, I like Donphan also, but for different reasons. Like, I love that he rolls into a ball and becomes practically a tire.
Yeah, like, that's really cool.
Porygon 2.
I like Porygon too. I like them both.
I like all three. It's such a cool idea to make a Porygon like a polygon, right? And then Porygon 2 is kind of the next level of we're going into 3D. And I also love in Colosseum the animation. I talk so much about Colosseum, but it has the best animations. He goes up and down like a
Like
water
the
bird.
little, what do you call those?
Water bird.
Oh, yeah. He's cool.
Yeah. Porygon 2 is an S tier. Also gets extra points for being the only Pokemon to have a number in its name.
Fair. Okay.
Stantler.
Look at him cheeks.
He does have a fat one.
He's got a hiney on him.
I like Stantler quite a bit.
I just want to smack it.
Gosh.
Like, it looks like it
Calm down.
it looks like it would be like those like slime videos, you know, where it's like just like super
You want it to jiggle?
like I do.
You think Stantler's tail jiggles?
Look at it. Tell me that doesn't jiggle.
Good lord. I'm going to spare Stantler and put him in the A tier and move on.
I'll find him.
Stantler does not need your abuse.
Just one good wallop. I just want to see what it does.
Smeargle is perfect. Design-wise, so fun.
I'd give him a B.
He's an S.
Okay.
Absolutely an S. He's, again, in the running like Sudowoodo, maybe one of my top 5.
You do like Smeargle quite a bit.
I really do. Tyrogue. Who asked for this?
Nobody. I gotta say, those calves are pretty legit.
I liked it better when the Hitmon Pokemon were separated. We didn't need a baby Hitmonchan.
Yeah, no.
And also the design is like, the color is okay, but nothing else about it stands out. So he's going in D, I think. Hitmontop, I think, is pretty cool, though.
Still bored. A little bit more interesting.
I think it's probably my favorite Hitmon.
I don't like his head.
No, I like his head because he spins on it. I don't know what made them want to make Hitmontop. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, they named them after real people. And then you put Hitmontop, and it's like, what's that supposed to be? A top? Why a top? It's just a little confusing
Yeah.
when you look at the rest of them. I don't know. I give him a C. Smooch 'em. I mean, at least it's not Jinx.
I don't know.
You like Jinx more?
Then this is, at least Jinx stands for something.
What does Jinx stand for?
It makes me a little uncomfortable, but it's something.
Again, why was it necessary to have a pre-evolution for Jinx?
There isn't.
Of all the Pokemon to choose. I mean, there's plenty of them. Do we put her in F, though?
Yes.
I don't hate Smoochum.
I hate Smoochum.
I highly dislike Smoochum, so I think it's going in E. I don't hate it with a passion. Elekid.
Kind of disappointing.
There is something.
Yeah.
Like, I do really like the idea that its head is like the prong socket.
I do too. But it just kind of, it misses the mark a tiny bit.
I feel like that's the only thing it really has going for it. The rest of him is just a circle with some arms and legs.
It's not bad. It's just, it doesn't quite do it for me.
Yeah, I think I'll put Elekid in C, but it could be worse. Case in point, Magby.
I barely like Magmar, and this is just worse.
The only reason I really like Magmar is that his head is a butt. Magby, it's like you take away the funniness of it, and now it's just, he just has benign growths on his head.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
But we should be nice to him because, you know, he got that many growths and it could be over soon.
No, he's ugly.
Magby's going in D.
He's diseased.
D for diseased? Or C for cancer?
No.
He's going in D. Miltank.
No.
What do you think of those juicy udders?
It's almost so bad that it's good.
I mean, generally, Miltank is not that special.
And the fact that they really lean into the giant udders by calling it Miltank, like those things could take you out. Those things will end you. They're so powerful.
And again, I keep talking about Pokémon Colosseum. Hold this. Take a look at them. You see that?
Lord, why does he jiggle him around like that? Ew.
Look at them udders.
No.
I mean, what do you expect? I mean, when you look at Miltank, naturally, from a physics perspective, what did you think was going to happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, if I had big ol' you-know-whats...
What?
If I had the udders that Miltank has, and I started moving around like this, what do you think would happen?
But that's the point, is you don't do it.
But he's an animal.
You put an underwire bra on. You get fitted.
It's not necessary, though. He's just a Miltank.
It's just so, like, blatantly grotesque.
Miltank's an S tier.
Oh, boy.
Blissey is unnecessary.
I don't like Blissey. I don't even like
neither.
Chansey, honestly.
I think Chansey is okay. Blissey is... Why?
Mm-mm.
Why do we have Blissey? Generally, I'd put a Pokemon that looks like this in C, but because it's just so unnecessary, it's going in D. Now, the legendary dogs, which doesn't really make sense that they're called that because they're more like cats than dogs.
Are they?
I mean, look, Raikou is a tiger.
Not a fan of Raikou.
Suicune is like a leopard.
I like Suicune.
Entei, I don't really know what Entei is.
I like Entei.
Lion-like, sort of.
He's cool. I like him.
So where would you put these three?
I'm not a fan of him. I'd give him a D.
Raikou?
Yeah.
Raikou, I give like a C.
Entei, I'd give an A. Easily.
Entei, I think, gets a B for me. Suicune.
I like Suicune. He's cool.
Me too.
I'd give him a B.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to put them all in B, I think. It doesn't feel right to have Raikou lower because I do like Raikou quite a bit. So yeah, I think they all go in B for me. Larvitar.
Hate Larvitar.
Gross name.
Gross
kind of
face.
a gross design. Yeah.
Don't like it.
Not a fan of Larvitar.
Nah.
Honestly, D.
You keep putting stuff in D that doesn't even deserve to be in D. This should easily be an E or an F.
Really?
What is good about it?
I mean, he's pretty lame, but that's all I feel about him is lame.
Okay.
I like Pupitar a little better.
Worse.
I think Pupitar gets a C for me.
Why?
Because he's blue. And he's kind of got a cool, like, shape on his face.
I see nothing. I see emptiness. I see nothing.
I don't entirely get the hype of Tyranitar. I know people say he's supposed to be like Godzilla. I don't think he's Godzilla enough for me.
I'd give him a C.
Yeah. Now we get to the legendaries. Lugia.
Love Lugia.
I think for legendaries, Lugia is pretty good. Like, there's a lot of legendary designs, especially later on, that I think starting in Gen 4, they start to get a little too complicated.
That's what I was going to say. They're too much. This is simple. Like, it's good and I like it, but it doesn't make me confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, with Lugia and Ho-Oh.
Don't like Ho-Oh. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
You've never seen Ho-Oh?
I don't know. I don't think so.
How have you never seen Ho-Oh?
I don't know. Maybe I have, but it's not looking like something I've ever seen before, and I don't like it.
Ho-Oh is in the anime, the first episode.
Oh, you're right.
And that's what I was about to say, is that I like how legendary they feel. It's like, these aren't things that everybody knows about. These are well-kept secrets in the world.
Now I gotta go back and watch it. Because I remember the name now. I guess I just don't remember it looking like that. I'm not a fan of the colors.
You only really get a glimpse of it.
Oh.
And people didn't know what it was at the time because Gen 2 hadn't come out yet.
Gotcha.
So it really was like a legendary for everybody because nobody knew what it was. Lugia, I think, will get a C?
Not a C.
A B?
A.
B.
Boo.
And Ho-Oh as well gets a B.
Boo.
I like them.
Watermelon bird?
B means I like them, but I'm not passionate about them.
Okay.
And the last one is Celebi.
Don't like Celebi.
I like Celebi, but I'm probably a little biased because I like the fourth Pokemon movie where Celebi has a pretty big role.
Haven't seen it.
Celebi was kind of the first fairy Pokemon. I mean, there was like Clefairy and stuff, but they don't really look like a traditional fairy.
Yeah.
I like it's kind of like a forest fairy. I think it's also getting a B.
Bruh.
So this is our list. Not a single F tier, but I predicted that.
There definitely could have been some F tiers.
I don't think so.
I strongly believe there should have been at least a handful of them, honestly.
Well, let's do best and worst. So what would you, of all of the Pokemon in Gen 2, what is your favorite that you would rank the highest?
Umbreon's gonna be up there. Cyndaquil's gonna be up there.
Respectable. I think for me, it's very hard to decide because there's so many that I love. I probably have more S tiers in Gen 2 than any other gen.
Fair.
3 will probably rival it, but
I agree. My S tiers are different.
if I was to say a top 3, it would probably be Sudowoodo, Xatu, and Smeargle. But probably Sudowoodo takes the cake. Now, worst. What do you think is the worst, most ugly, horrible Pokemon in this list?
Oh. Don't take this personally, but Hoppip.
Hoppip?
Hoppip. I hate Hoppip so much.